I'm Steve, and it's just a little bit unique. There's at least one other member of our community who enjoys racing on sailboats, and like me, I was a racer on sailboats and got to go transatlantic twice, and one of these trips was to Cork, and we're going to Cork right now.
Yeah.
And so we came in at night, we finished our race. Everybody, 21 days out on the Atlantic Ocean, you go kind of berserk. And I had a regular paying job. That was my summer vacation. And I took an extra week off and flew home out of Shannon the next morning. But I got my taste of where we're going right now by sailing in on a sailboat. There's a little river there. We dropped the hook, the anchor from the sailboat. There was no place to go to a dock. And when the sun came up the next morning, I looked out and there were 16, I counted them, 16 different shades of green, just from that one point of view, just turning around 360 degrees on the deck of that yacht and looking at each field, and it had a different crop in it. Or there were a few trees, they cut down all the trees in Ireland. Not true, at least around Cork. It's a beautiful spot. So, end of story.
He popped the cork.
He popped the cork. That's cute. I like it.
I've seen Ireland several different ways, one by cruise ship and tour, and the really most fun was when we took a train tour on the Iberian Railway, and it was about a 4-day trip, and we'd stop every day in a different town, and then we'd have an excursion, and we really got to see the countryside because we didn't have to drive, and we were, on a train, and it was really, really a wonderful way to experience Ireland. And it's a gorgeous country. People are magnificent. Everything's really nice about it. I'm anxious to see it today.
Thanks, Maureen. Jim.
I visited Ireland with my friend Barbara in 2010. We had a tour, went up to Northern Ireland, which is part of England, of Great Britain, and then down to the west coast, and then we left the tour at Killarney and did our own thing and stayed at hostels. But what I remember about Ireland is the western part is very different from the eastern part. Dublin is not typical of the rest of Ireland, and one of the places we went on the west coast of Ireland was so isolated that Gaelic is the primary language. There are more sheep than people, and then you get the cliffs of Moher, and then part of Ireland they don't get rain, and it's barren. It's called the Barrens. It's got a lot of big boulders and no grass or trees, which is not your image of Ireland. One other thing, the Irish to this day do not like the English for very good reason. They got their independence from England right after the First World War, and they had to really fight for it. But it's an interesting country, and some of our presidents have Irish ancestry, like Andrew Jackson.
You're right. Thank you, Jim.
My husband always liked to go out and socialize with the local people, and when we were in Ireland, we were talking with people, and their wicked sense of humor. There was a fountain with a mermaid in it, and she was referred to by the Irish people as the floozy and the jacuzzi. So,
Okay, Doug and Shirley.
Good morning. This is your captain, Slug Dingerlin. Welcome you aboard Aer Lingus. I want you all to sit back and enjoy this half-hour flight. We have we're not going to have any sample booze that the island is known for, but we expect to have a smooth flight, and we should be landing in the airport pretty soon.
How about a 4-leaf clover?
Oh, that's
I want to know if he has some Irish whiskey on board. I'm going to Ireland. I want Irish whiskey.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Chateau Air. Please sit back, relax, buckle your seatbelts, and enjoy the flight.